Now I know we've not had this segment for quite a while, but hey, we are back with doing the Dino. Yep, that is the Ferrari Dino that we used to be working on before, and we've put the car through the first few stages of the restoration process. However, we had to halt it for a while because the owner of the car really wanted the car to be taken away and had a lot more work done on it because he wanted the car to be absolutely perfect. New panels, perfectly fresh, this and that. So today we are picking up from where we left off. Today we are going to go through the painting process, but it's going to be one heck of a painting process. But before that, how about we take a very quick look at where we were at before. Okay, so this is the stuff that we're going to need for the painting process today. As you can see, first and foremost, let's point out that they're all from DuPont, right? Every single thing here is from DuPont. Now, there are a lot of people out there who will probably invest in very good quality paint, but then they don't invest in good quality thinners and good quality lacquer, and the chemical composition between the two brands doesn't necessarily mix well most of the time. So for example, if you're working with everything from one single make over here, then you're ensured and you're guaranteed that the quality of the chemicals when they bind together is going to be top-notch and tip-top lah, basically. Yeah. So what do we have over here? This is the thinner. It's a high temperature thinner from DuPont that is to be mixed with the paint, and this is so that you get best quality, right? And then over here we have this is the top of the line DuPont VOC Protect Clear. Now this is the lacquer. This is the final coat of stuff that goes onto the car before it hits the sun. So normally people would apply between 3 to 4 layers of this lacquer, and in this particular case, because this lacquer is kind of thick already, so you only need to apply about 3 layers. But what does this lacquer do? It of course gives the hard surface and crystal clear finish that you want for your show car, but also this particular lacquer also comes with stone chip protection quality. So this is sort of like those aftermarket coating that you apply on your car. This is the kind of stuff that actually does that also. But then of course, if you have the money, you put this and then you put another layer of coating that's to make sure that your car does not suffer from stone chips and stuff like that. But this is the baby of them all. This is the stuff that's really going to make the whole car look hot red, because this is red paint from DuPont. This particular unit is called the Rosso Corsa, which is racing red. In other words, in normal speak, it's Ferrari red lah. And you want to know how red? Red. Okay, so this car here is ready and it's waiting to be painted, right? You saw the paint that will be used and also the lacquer. So this car is well and truly ready. I wish you could feel it. It's really, really smooth. There's absolutely no imperfection at all on the surface of this car. Everything was done. You see, what the previous owner wanted to do was he wanted to bring the car back to original spec. So previously where we found places where it was welded, that was taken out and entirely new original spec products and original spec binding and welding was done. So this car, if you strip it down, is going to look like absolutely nothing was done on it because it looks as original as it can. In fact, even the dash was taken out and was shipped all the way to the US because they wanted to work on the dash with materials that was period correct, and also materials that were basically not available here. And this is a specialist and he only does the interior and also the dashboard of the Dino. Now, when the painting process is going to be done, they're going to be using one of these gravity-fed paint guns, all right? So the difference between this and the regular paint gun you see outside with the canister is that with the gravity-fed, you always have paint in here and it will always be flowing smoothly and giving out a beautiful spray of paint when you go over the car. Now, if you have the canister version, you've got pressure pushing the paint up, and when you have the scenario where you're running out of paint, you'll be causing splatters, and splatters are definitely not acceptable in painting. So when you're using one of these babies, you're making sure that you're going to get the perfect paint going on the car. It doesn't matter if it's a curved surface or if you're going over and under. you're gonna get perfect results with this thing. Okay, next thing's up, painting. It's gonna be a red affair. And this is what you call a perfect paint job, man. Look at it, it is just absolutely beautiful. This is probably the most beautiful paint job I've ever seen in my life, and this you can only get if you're using the right quality materials. This is the right paint with the right thinner, with the right lacquer. This is what you get, man. I mean, this car to me right now, even though it's still wrapped up and all that, this is the look of perfection. And you know what? It's going to be even more perfect because after this, these guys are going to go around the car with another layer of lacquer, and then once you're done and everything is baked in this oven, they're going to take it out and they're going to really polish it and give it a nice sheen to it. This is the kind of stuff that people call top-notch quality, all right? Now, I'm sure you can't wait to see what else is going to happen to the car. I can't too. Well, we can't promise it's going to happen next week because, hey, good things come to those who wait. So you wait whilst we worked on something magical here.